Hey guys, what's going on? Hippie here. I figured I'd tell you guys a little bit about what kind of picks I use and kind of what circumstances I use everything for. A little bit of a review on certain items, and we'll just kind of go from there. So, my first ever set of picks. Just gonna go from the very beginning and move forward off of that. I think it's gonna be in here. Nope. It's gonna be this one. So my first ever set was the F&G with acrylic lock from Covert Instruments. And this was definitely a gateway drug into the entire thing. I don't know whether or not it's appropriate, but I'm just going to go ahead and roll with it. So anyways, a lot of people in the community and everything like that will say that these aren't meant really for practice. They're more so for demonstration to kind of more or less just show you what you're looking at, to be able to go through and just go, okay, so this is what it will look like whenever I go to the back pins and moving forward. It's not going to issue very much of a challenge whenever you're doing it. But anyways, this was my very first dive into it. Moving forward off of this is the Genesis set from Covert Instruments. So with Genesis, you get short hook. I believe that's the medium hook, quad rake, quint rake, and a couple of different Z bars in 30, 40, and 50 thou. I believe, don't quote me on it because I haven't pulled up anything for any of this stuff. I'm just kind of going by what I can remember. I believe these are like 23 thou. They're not the 20. I think the 20 is usually etched onto the handle somewhere. But anyways, this was my second set going into picking. So that's the Genesis. After getting the Genesis, I started looking at Sparrows, and that's when I got the Medusa. Honestly, I got it because I thought the etching was really cool. That was basically it. The Medusa is considered a rake, so it's really good at zipping. You can flip it over. You can use the back side of it right there. Whenever I started using it, I was using it as a single pin pick. So I wasn't trying to do a zip or anything like that. I would just go in there and single pin it all the way through. But I think honestly, this is more so what the Medusa was meant for, was just doing quick rakes with the backside, or going all the way to the back and zipping it forward to where you can just follow it up like that. Anyways, so that was my next pick that I had gotten. This kind of started highlighting some of the features about Sparrows, certain picks. Anyways, you can get them with handles. The ones that I have are etched, so none of them have handles. The only Sparrow that I have that isn't etched is the City Rake, and once again, it kind of highlights how thin these handles are. So if you're getting into it, you want as much comfortability as you can get. And Covert Instruments, just because the handle is kind of doubled up right there, I mean, you can definitely see the thickness difference on those, right? So anyways, these were my next set after getting the Genesis. Moving past that is when I got this set. And basically what I was trying to do was I wanted to try to complete the etch set that Sparrows has. So I got their Monkey Paw, Warlock, and I think this one's called Reflection or Reflective, or honestly, I can't really remember. I have yet to use these. I just haven't found a practical application yet in order to get these out. When I'm moving along in the belt system, you start running into security pins that just aren't going to, they're not going to respond to raking. But with this Monkey Paw, the one thing that I really like is it's got a little bit of a ledge right there at the very end. And I have, sorry, my fingernail is a little bit dirty. I have used this quite a bit, actually. I just haven't really highlighted that I'm using this opposed to a Covert Instruments or a Jimmy Long's or a Southard or anything like that. But anyways, these were the next up that I had. This, the Monkey Paw really helps out with being able to feel the next pin. I think honestly, it's just because of that little ledge that's right there. So you can kind of get in there and feel that, the tip is the part that's lifting it up. The rest of it just kind of lands on that little ridge. Of course, there, yeah. Anyways, that's the next one that I got, was that, again, it's just like, see, having a hard time even picking it up off the table. It's super thin, again. So what you really just have to look out for is what's going to be comfortable in your hands, above all things. If you're planning on doing this as a hobby, like what I do, you're going to want something that you're going to be able to come down and pick comfortably with. So that brings me to this guy. This is the next purchase that I got from Sparrows. It's well past my expertise or lack of expertise. This is a disc detainer pick. So I actually have this guy right here. And I have tried a couple of times with using this, and I just cannot get the feel down. But one of those ones that I'm working up towards. Hopefully one of these days I can figure out the secrets of the disc detainer lock and move forward from that. So this one is a community project, Sparrows, Bosnian Bill, and Lockpicking Lawyer. But honestly, in my opinion, this is actually something that if you're at all curious about disc detainer locks, disc detainer picks, just grab one. I think it was $40 or something like that. I think I got mine on sale though. Anyways, the next up that I got was my set of Jimmy Longs. And since getting these, and I believe it actually is like etched right there on it. So I think that's 19 thou flat hook. I'm trying to think of the actual sizing. I can't keep track of them. I just know that this is the shallow one, and then it just progressively gets more and more aggressive. This was before he started doing the packages like he does now. I think I was part of like the last buying group anyways. But this is, in my opinion, the Jimmy Longs are extremely beneficial when it comes to, let me see if I can find the keyway really quick. When it comes to, I think it's called paracentric keyways. This is kind of like a Yale, what a Yale lock looks like. So, Along with these is when I got my top of keyway tension tools. So I've got this from 25 all the way up to 50. So it's 25, 32, 40, 50. But anyways, what I found was that the Jimmy Longs work extremely well in these really tight areas for these kinds of locks. And I love it. I really do. Love the feel of the handles. And yeah, I honestly, you just can't go wrong with a set of Jimmy Longs. Now, they're extremely hard to get your hands on. They sell out really quickly, understandably, because of the quality that you're getting. That's just the way that it's gonna go. I also got a set of, I think this is called the Ergo combs from Covert Instruments. I've got a Master Lock 140. So this one's supposed to be Master Lock 140, but it's got the little asterisk next to it. And honestly, I don't remember what that means. But I do know that it does not work with every single one of them. But I've got Master Lock 150. That's the 5-pin, and it works fairly well. With these, all you're doing is lifting all the pins past the shear line, and that's about it. Then you're good to go. Anyways, that just about covers. Oh, no, it doesn't. And then after I got all of this stuff, my wife got me the Southard PXS 17. I saw it online. I love the look of it, and it looked amazing. Comes with a handle. So this is one of the crazier parts about the whole entire thing. So all of these guys are just about like Sparrows. They are really thin handles, not extremely flexible. So I guess that's pretty good. But it comes with this handle. So all you have to do is loosen this guy up right here, right here. I'm extremely OCD, so I have to make sure that the backside of the pick lines up with the backside of the handle. And then you just tighten these guys down. And then you have a handle. Now the downside with this is the handle it's got some weight to it. It also, in my opinion, takes away some of the feel whenever you're picking. So whenever I'd go in, especially on some of these harder locks that have security pins in them, you'd go in and then you'd be waiting to feel that feedback, and I just never could get the feedback. I don't know if that's just the thickness or the handle creates a little bit too much rigidity. But yeah, that's one of the downsides that I kind of see with this. Now, when it comes to beginner pickers, I don't know why you would have. I mean, I guess you shouldn't have a problem with it. The only big downside, I guess, is how thick they are. They are chunky. But with that, I also got a handful of turning tools, another Z turning tool, that is my Covert Instruments one. Got this guy. It ridiculously flexible. I haven't even used this yet. I like my tension tools to have quite a bit of sturdiness to them. So when it comes to certain ones like this, I kind of pass on. I do understand the want for it. I don't know. Personal preference, honestly, is what all of this comes down to. I know that some people want you to go one way or the other. They want you to use this set of picks or that set of picks, whatever. For me, I really like the hobby, and because of that, I'm just going to keep bouncing around with different sets of tools, and I'm just going to keep on cruising along. I mean, the sets that I have, that one's empty, but the sets that I have are extremely beneficial for different parts and what you're looking to do. It also all depends on how far you're looking to go. Right now, I just got done picking my 98 Pro, so this is a blue belt in the LPU system. I'm currently in the process of starting to make some challenge locks. So because of that, I'm kind of progressing along with what kind of picks I'm looking for when it comes to longer locks. So this one is, I think this is a 7-pin. The Jimmy Longs, because of the way that the shafts are right here, how they kind of flare like that, it's a little bit more difficult. The Covert Instruments is really good about being able to reach all the way to the back and not having that flare bump a low set key like this one is. But anyways, that's my 2 cents on the lock picks that I use, what kind of situations I use them for, I guess. And I hope that helped, or hope you guys enjoyed. So yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks.